Competition is always a good thing. It forces us to do our best. A monopoly renders people complacent and satisfied with mediocrity. This quote by famous American author Nancy Pearcey captures the essence of HNMCC 2023, where over the course of last 2 days, we witnessed teams argue against the anti-competitive agreements as they raise the bar of the competition to new heights. HNMCC has always recognized the need of competition law, and it has hailed as one of the premier competition law moots in the country. And this year as well, we witnessed a high-spirited, vibrant moot court competition, and now we have gathered here to conclude the 13th edition of CCI-HNLU Justice Hidayatullah National Moot Court Competition 2023.
Good evening, distinguished dignitaries. We welcome our Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Gautam Madhuri, Sir, Acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Chhattisgarh and Honorable Chancellor of Hidayatullah National Law University, Raipur. And our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, Pro-Chancellor, IILM University, Gurugram, and member, Executive Council and General Counsel, HNLU. Professor Dr. David Ambrose, former professor and head of Department of Legal Studies at the University of Madras and member at HNLU. Mr. R. Muralidharan, Patent and Trademark Attorney, Manu Associates, Bangalore. Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Advisor and Head of Legal Division, Competition Commission of India. Mr. Bharat Budolia, Partner, ACB and Partner, Mumbai.
We also welcome Professor Dr. V.C. Vivekanandan, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, HNLU. Professor Dr. Uday Shankar, Honorable Registrar, HNLU. Dr. Anindya Tiwari, the Organizing Secretary, HNMCC 2023. Esteemed judges, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished alumni, participants, members of the press, and students. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Ayush Tripathi,
and I, Samriddhi Pandey,
welcome you to the valedictory ceremony of the 13th Justice Hidayatullah National Moot Court Competition 2023.
We have with us Professor Dr. Uday Shankar, Honorable Registrar, HNLU. Having more than 18 years of teaching and research experience, Sir was previously associated with the Rajiv Gandhi School of Intellectual Property Law at IIT Kharagpur and is also one of the founding faculties of HNM. Sir has served as guest professor under Magdalene Shaw Fellowship awarded by the Faculty of Law, University of Hamburg in 2016 and is the recipient of the prestigious fellowship from the Max Planck Institute of Comparative Public Law and International Law, Heidelberg in 2008. May I now request Sir to please deliver the welcome address.
Thank you very much. A very good evening to all of you. Hidayatullah National Moot Court Competition provides platform to gain experience in advocacy to the law students having interest in competition law domain. 38 teams across the country participated in the 13th edition and judged by 65 accomplished professionals working in academia, firms, and as advocates. I, on behalf of HNLU community, extends heartiest welcome to our Chief Guest, Honorable Chancellor and Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Sri Gautam Madhuri ji. Your presence on this occasion motivated us to dream big and achieve them. I welcome you, sir, in this valedictory function. Let me also welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor V.C. Vivekanandan, whose inspirational leadership encourages us to give our best for the university. On behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome you, sir. It's also a matter of honor and privilege for us to welcome Professor Ranveer Singh, former Vice Chancellor, NLU Delhi, Nalsar Hyderabad, and Pro Chancellor, ILM University. Sir has inspired more than one generation of legal professionals and made immense contribution in upscaling the reputation of legal education in this country. Sir, humbly welcome you to the valedictory function. I also welcome Professor David Ambrose, former head Department of Legal Studies, University of Madras. 2 decades ago, when the mooting activities were becoming popular co-curricular activities, learning method in the law schools, Professor Ambrose played instrumental role in guiding the students to hone their skill. The passion is continuing till date. Sir, welcome you to the event. Let me welcome Sri R. Muralidharan, Advocate, Karnataka High Court on this occasion. Sri Muralidharan gets invited to judge prestigious competitions across the country. It is a pleasure for the university to welcome you, sir. On behalf of the university, I also welcome Sri Ved Prakash Mishra ji, Advisor Law Competition Commission of India. Through you, we convey our appreciation to the Competition Commission of India to collaborate with the university in a prestigious competition. Sir, welcome you to this function. HNMCC Organizing Committee joins me in welcoming Mr. Bharat Budolia, our alumni, partner competition at SZB Partners. Mr. Bharat, your presence throughout the event is a testimony of your connect and commitment towards your alma mater. Welcoming you to this function. I also welcome the organizing secretary of HNMCC, Professor Hidayatullah and his team. Also, I welcome the team from Doordarshan for covering the valedictory program. Lastly, I welcome my colleagues, students, staffs, and participants of this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your constant support and guidance. HNMCC was started as part of the centenary celebrations of the eminent jurist, author, and linguist, Justice Muhammad Hidayatullah. Over the course of a decade, it has established a reputation for being one of India's premier moot court competitions. HNMCC has always witnessed a spirited participation from numerous universities in all its previous editions. And this year as well, we witnessed a participation of 36 universities from across the country. HNMCC has been fortunate to witness the expertise of the stellar panel of judges, including the sitting judges of the High Court and the Supreme Court, partners of reputed law firms, and renowned academicians. We at HNLU have kept up with our mooting spirits for over a decade. And here we are, marking the end of the 13th edition of CCI-HNLU HNMCC 2023. We hereby now request Dr. Anindya Tiwari, the organizing secretary of HNMCC 2023, to please present the report of this competition.
A very good evening to all. A warm welcome to our distinguished luminaries, Honorable Justice Sri Gautam Bhadri sir, Honorable Acting Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh, and Honorable Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh sir, Honorable Pro Chancellor of IILM University, Professor Dr. A. David Ambrose sir, former Professor and Head at Department of Legal Studies, University of Madras, Sri Muralidharan sir, Patent and Trademark Attorney, Manu Associates, Sri Ved Prakash Mishra sir, Advisor and Head of Legal Division, Competition Commission of India, Sri Bharat Budolia, Partner AZB and Partners, Professor Dr. V.C. Vivekanandan sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. Uday Shankar sir, Registrar HNLU, participants, guests, member of faculty, students, and friends. It's a great honor bestowed upon me by respected Vice Chancellor sir to present before this August gathering report of HNMCC 2023. This edition of HNMCC 2023 has been special for us as this university has completed a journey of 2 decades. With 13 editions in past 15 years, HNMCC has established a reputation as being one of India's premier moot court competition. Under the guidance and support of Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, yet another edition of HNMCC is successfully coming to its conclusion with this ceremony. The odd semester of the academic year 2022 witnessed the transition from an online era to an offline stream of events and academics, albeit there prevailed many challenges. The shift was smooth and academic rigor triumphed over hardship. Moreover, with the successful conduct of the previous edition of HNMCC in an online mode, the proposal for this edition derived its force from zeal and enthusiasm to revive the offline spark of event. For the students and members of faculty, this has been a splendid opportunity to embrace the HNLU culture and live through the legacy of this mammoth event of HNMCC. There are a few details about the conduct of this edition of HNMCC that I'm proud to share with you all from this dais. HNMCC Secretariat received registration of 38 teams for the event consisting of 114 students with a gender ratio of 48 to 52 in female and male participants from 16 states and union territories. All these teams competed for the coveted Justice Hidayatullah Memorial Trophy, the prize for first runners-up, the title of the best speaker, the best memorial, and the best researcher, with the competition spanning over a period of 3 days, with inaugural ceremony, draw of lots, researcher test, and AZB partners special interactive session on the first day. Preliminary and quarter rounds followed by AZB partners networking dinner on the second day, and the semi-final rounds and final round on the third day. We are now at the final leg of this event. Inaugural ceremony of the competition was presided by Honorable Justice Sri G. Raghuram Sir, former Judge of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and former Director of National Judicial Academy, as chief guest, and Ms. Zia Modi, Managing Partner, AZB and Partners, as guest of honor. This edition of HNMCC has witnessed a presence of diverse panel from various legal profession and as judges. Competition law experts were invited as judges from across the country. This cohort of experts included names of leading practicing advocates, law firm associates, partners, and academicians and competition sector regulators. The final round of the competition was judged by an esteemed panel comprising of Professor Dr. Raghuveer Singh Sir, Honorable Pro-Chancellor of IILM University, Professor Dr. A. David Ambrose Sir, former Professor and Head of Department of Legal Studies, University of Madras, Sri R. Muralidharan Sir, Patent and Trademark Attorney, Mano Associates, Sri Ved Prakash Mishra Sir, Advisor and Head of Legal Division, Competition Commission, and Sri Bharat Budholia, Partner, AZB and Partners. The HNMCC has received support and collaboration from various sponsors and partners. The CCI, the Indian Competition Sector Regulator, is a title partner for HNMCC. AZB and Partners have collaborated with CCI-HNLU, HNMCC, and ensured smooth conduction of event. Also, the winning team shall be receiving internship with AZB and Partners. Leading publisher and legal database provider, SCC Online and EBC, have contributed as exclusive knowledge partner and provided with stationery and live blogging of the whole event. We have also received sponsorship from Mr. Fazal Rizvi Sir, Advocate, Raipur, and Mr. Sharad Mishra, Advocate, Bilaspur. The competition offered lucrative prizes with various titles. The winner of the competition will get a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh, a trophy, and an internship opportunity at AZB and Partners. The runners-up will receive cash prize of 50,000, whereas both finalist teams would receive various goodies from SCC Online. The team with best memorial will receive cash prize of 20,000, and the best speaker will receive a cash prize of rupees 20,000. The best researcher is going to receive a cash prize of 10,000. In conclusion, this event has become fruitful, not just because of the team driving it, but also because of the guidance of our advisors, efforts of the students, and zeal of the participants. In future, we shall be back with an even bigger and a better version of Justice Hidayatullah National Moot Court competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. These stellar achievements mentioned by you would not have been possible without your constant support and guidance. HNLU has touched myriad milestones under the able guidance of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and Honorable Registrar, sir, along with the sincere efforts of our faculty members, alumni, and students. Having more than 3 decades of experience in legal education, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, prior to his appointment at HNLU, served NLSIU Bangalore and Nalsar Hyderabad from 1990 to 2017, and was the Dean at Rajiv Gandhi School of IP Law at IIT Kharagpur in the year 2009 to 2010. He was also the founding Dean of the School of Law at Bennett University at Greater Noida during 2017 to 2019, and the adjunct professor at the University of Buffalo Business School, New York. Sir was also appointed as the Image RD Chair Professor in the year 2008 to 2009 and again from 2010 to 2017. Sir, we are glad to have you as our Vice Chancellor. We request you to kindly address this gathering.
Honorable Mr. Justice Gautam Baduri, Acting Chief Justice and Chancellor of HNLU, I would personally like to thank you for accepting the invitation in a very short notice. Most importantly, we normally wait for a response of Chief Guest many days. Here is one we received it the immediate next week. We wait level 6 seconds. We first thank you. Of course, I have other distinguished guests of honor. I did play a role for inviting them, not because they are known to me, but they are experts in the field of Moot as well as that. Professor Ranbir Singh, 22 years as Vice Chancellor of National Law Schools, was also an advisory member of Competition Commission earlier. I have Professor Ambrose, who normally I hear gives butterflies to people when he sits in Moot court as a judge and has been associated with HNLU much before me. So he was there. And I have Mr. R. Muralidharan, who was a senior and a person who used to guide me on IP himself, which you may not know. He was representing India in GESOP in US way back in the 70s. So 79, he corrects me. So he is there today as one of the. I have Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra, who is in the, I call it the Mecca of this team, Competition Commission. And so who better than there to be a judge? And we have Mr. Bharat, who is a distinguished alumni and who is in the field of corporate law and has been taking forward in, connecting us with A's and B and doing that. So in that context, I would say that it's an excellent final judge team. And then when I'm supposed to give some, of course, Dr. Mr. Tiwari, I need not know, is one among you in one sense. I don't know whether still is reminiscence of 2008 when they did the first HNMCC. When he was part of that, and down the line, he's still feeling nostalgic that whether he's sitting in the stage or that side. So, with this opening remarks, what to give, I thought I'll prepare a lot about competition commission or competition law, etc. Then, when 38 teams are fiercely battling on this subject, on the same subject, researched well, and they come and talk, then I was getting nervous. What to talk with an audience. It is the same thing what happened to a very distinguished academic who went to a very remote part of Mongolia to deliver a lecture. Only thing, the crowd does not know English. So they said they will translate. So like me, he was given about 8 minutes. So he said, the translator said, two minutes you talk, I will translate. So 2 minutes he spoke, the translation was 10 seconds. That's all. Like that it is going on. Then he finished, he was very perturbed. He thought this Mongolian language must be such an extraordinary language, which can condense 8 minutes into less than 1 minute. Or my translator himself doesn't know English, right? So he asked, what's going on? He said, nothing, sir. First 2 minutes, I told the audience, this gentleman has nothing new to tell. So they all enjoyed. So next 2 minutes, I said, till now, nothing new. Third time, nothing. Finally, we know this man has nothing new to tell. So this story flashed in my mind when I want to talk about competition law too. People who are battling, researching, and then coming. So only thing, good things that all of us know English, right? So that 8 minutes of competition, I thought I will cut it down. Only thing I want to tell that I'm a very happy person today evening as a Vice Chancellor. Not that I'm happy because I did some great work here, but always you say that head of the institutes get bouquets which they don't deserve, and they get brickbats which they don't deserve also, right? So either way, if you look at it, I thought it's bouquet time today in one sense, when the two big cups are waiting, and you are anxiously looking at what is the kind of result, etc. I only want to say that competition is a very essential element in a regulated, rational, reasoning way in any part of our life. The whole problem comes unfair competition. They say power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Similarly, monopoly corrupts, in my opinion. Absolute monopoly corrupts absolutely. So it is this big challenge. It is just scratching the surface
from the MRTP, which was much easier day, to a techno regime complex. What is happening around us, and we really don't know who operates, whether we are, puppets in the whole thing. These are the big challenge, which there is a regulatory body, and you people as young budding lawyers and researchers who are going to really, look into this matter and then try to see that we don't throw the baby out of the bathwater. That is, competition is essential, be it education, be it any other field. That brings the excellence. But how do we manage the competition? And how do we manage the good part of it and then cut the bad and ugly part of it? That is the challenge. I'm sure that today's recording of all that itself is a good research compendium of this competition thing. I would even say HNMCC to come out with some kind of proceeding publication of these things. That would be the best part. So I think I completed my 8 minutes or a little more. So let me say, as I said in the some time back, I'm a very happy person today. This has concluded with the tremendous organizational capacity of the organizing secretary, faculty, and the students. What it call us. It was a little scary the way you people are working so hard. Right? Thank you very much. I leave the floor now to the anchor.
Monopoly corrupts, and absolute monopoly corrupts absolutely. Thank you, sir, for highlighting the need of competition in today's era. And it is under your constant guidance and support that we are able to organize such competitions and will continue to do so in future. Thank you. We now welcome Mr. Bharat Budolia, partner, AZB and partner. Graduated in the year 2009 from HNLU, Sir has more than 12 years of experience in this field and is widely respected for the quality of his legal advice and his legal acumen. His area of specialization include competition and antitrust matters. Sir has worked at reputed organizations, including Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas as a partner, and is currently working at AZB and Partners for more than 3 years as partner handling competition and antitrust matters. Sir has been recognized by various organizations, including Chambers Partners, Legal 500, to name a few. Sir has also been recognized as a future leader and is a globally recommended lawyer for competition and antitrust matters, which adds to his reputation. Sir, I invite you to please address the gathering.
Honorable Justice Sri Gautam Bhadri, Acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Chhattisgarh and Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, Professor Dr. David Ambrose, Mr. R. Muralidharan, Advocate from Karnataka High Court, Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Advisor Law, Competition Commission of India, Professor Dr. V.C. Vivekanandan, Vice Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. Udayshankar, Registrar, Hidayatullah National University, faculty members, participants, and friends. Good evening. I'm delighted to be present here amongst all of you for the valedictory function of the Hidayatullah National Moot Court Competition 2023. I would like to begin by congratulating the HNLU Moot Court Committee for organizing an excellent competition that has attracted more than 38 teams from colleges all over the country. Such a wide participation is a testament to the fact that this event has become one of the most prominent moot court competition in the competition law space in India. I would also like to congratulate all the faculty members and students who worked tirelessly to make this event a grand success. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed students from various law schools engage in enthralling debates on some of the most interesting and complex competition law issues that we are facing in India and abroad. It is heartening to see future lawyers display such outstanding performances with incredible levels of commitment, intensity, and knowledge. As Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. once said, life of the law has not been logic, it has been experience. I'm sure that the teams participating in the competition will have gained healthy experience in this growing field of law. I'm also confident that this event would have helped students hone their research, drafting, and oratory skills, and the ability to think on their field. I would be failing in my duty if I do not compliment the Competition Commission of India for supporting competition law moots and other similar events in various parts of the country through their advocacy efforts. Such events help in spreading the awareness of competition law in the country and develop a robust competition bar for future. I want to congratulate all the participants on their outstanding performances and wish you all the very best in your future events. Thank you.
Indeed, sir. Thank you so much for your words of appreciation. We now welcome Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Advisor and Head of Legal Division, Competition Commission of India. Sir holds master's degree in both law and management and has more than 2 decades of experience in this industry. He joined CCI in May 2010 and since then has contributed in antitrust division for 4 years and legal division for 6 years. Apart from experience in competition law, Sir also commands knowledge in stock exchange, as he has worked in this area for more than a decade prior to joining CCI. His area of interest include antitrust and capital market matters. His contribution in regulatory compliances, law enforcement, analysis of antitrust cases, and litigation involving anti-competitive practices, abuse of dominance, and regulation of combinations have been immensely noteworthy. May I now request Sir to please share his valuable words.
Honorable Mr. Justice Gautam Bhagri, Acting Chief Justice of High Court of Chhattisgarh, Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, Professor Dr. V.C. Vivekanandan, Vice Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. David Ambrose, Professor Dr. Uday Shankar, Registrar HNLU, Mr. R. Muralidharan, Advocate, Mr. Bharat Budholia, Partner, Competition, SHB Partners, and Dr. Anil Tiwari, Organizing Secretary of the Moot. Dear students, participants in the Moot, members of Organizing Committee HNLU, esteemed faculties and support staff. It is a pleasure to be here today at Hidayatullah National Law University, Raipur, attending 13th Justice Hidayatullah Memorial National Moot Court Competition 2023, being conducted in collaboration with Competition Commission of India. As a part of clinical legal education, moot court competition on contentious hypothetical issues of law has always been a fountain of knowledge, source of learning, and part of overall development of the students. Needless to say, judging a moot court has its own thrills, learnings, and enthusiasm as sharp arguments are exchanged and provocative thoughts are shared between the opposed parties before the adjudicating authorities. As we know, that new economic policies adopted in 1991-92 changed the landscape of markets in India as it liberated business from the shackles of control and command regime. Private enterprises were accepted as equal partner for growth of nation. When India embraced globalization, liberalization, and privatization, it opened up its frontier for trade and commerce. Forces of demand and supply occupied central stage in market, and role of invisible hands were curtailed. To nurture and sustain the spirit of healthy competition and for regulation of the same, Parliament of India enacted the Competition Act 2003, which is dubbed as a Magna Carta of free enterprise. Broadly, competition law promotes fair competition in markets and prohibits agreements that seek to reduce or avoid competition. In India, the Competition Act aims to prevent anti-competitive behavior and promote and sustain competition in markets. The Act provides a formal and legal framework to prevent practices having adverse effects on competition, promote and sustain competition in markets, protect the interest of consumers, and ensure freedom of trade. The preamble in Section 18 of the Competition Act 2002 can be referred to further understand the duties and objectives of the Commission. In practical sense, the role of CCI can be understood as a referee or an umpire who keeps watching over the errant players and, if required, hands down with punishment for keeping the spirit of game healthy and high. As we know, substantive provisions of the Competition Act related to anti-competitive agreements and abuse of dominant position were notified in 2009, and since then its journey for more than a decade, Commission has endeavored to examine and correct anti-competitive issues in diverse sectors of the economy, such as airlines, banking, capital markets, e-commerce and digital markets, infrastructure, travels, automobile, real estate, pharmaceutical, financial sector, publishing, manufacturing, mining and entertainment, etc. With the progress of competition law enforcement, issues of disruptive technologies coupled with emergence of big tech players with the massive data with them have also surfaced, being susceptible to anti-competitive behaviors. It is satisfying to note that the Commission, since its inception, has examined 1,200 cases, more than 1,200 cases of anti-competitive nature, more than 1,000 filings in the mergers, acquisitions, and amalgamation field it has examined, and on the competition advocacy front, it has conducted more than 1,300 advocacy events of various nature. Realizing the importance of youth being the future torch bearers, the Commission, under its mandate of advocacy, has been ceaselessly given various schemes and policies for them. Few of them are like offering internships in competition law, sponsoring and advising Moot court competition on antitrust law, regularly conducting interactive sessions and webinars with education institutions on various aspects of competition law, etc. I would like to emphasize that the internship of CCI is very popular among students, which is offered on monthly basis with certificate and stipends. Few students of HNLU have got benefited with the same, and I would be happy to see the students at CCI in future internship programs as well. To groom the youth as competition lawyers, every year the Commission sponsors and adjudicates a number of Moot court competition on competition law to sensitize students about the nuance of the area. The Commission, in order to encompass young students of the graduate and postgraduate level in its field, conducts an essay competition on relevant topics in which students from across the country participate. The Commission also maintains regular interaction with educational institutions through lectures, seminars, webinars, etc., for the welfare of students and sponsors and support institutions through the reimbursement of expenses. The Commission, keeping in sync with the trend of social communication, is interacting with the youth and stakeholders through LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, and regularly shares developments in competition law. CCI has been adapting to the changing realities of markets and calibrating its approach accordingly to ensure well-being of the same. It has always been an endeavor of the Commission to promote innovation with the perimeter of the competition law, which ensures level playing fields for all the players of the market. Coming to the jurisprudential journey of CCI, it has been fortunate to receive guidance and directions from the apex court, various high courts, and appellate tribunals. Many of the Commission's orders has been upheld by these appellate fora in challenge and become a catalyst in laying foundation of competition law in India. The first celebrated judgment of the apex court, that is Competition Commission of India versus Steel Authority of India Limited, cleared various hurdles and paved the way for smooth functioning of Commission. It simplified the procedure and made working of CCI robust. The judgment of apex court in Bharti Airtel versus Competition Commission of India recognized the role of CCI and thwarted attempt of ousting of jurisdiction of CCI in cases pertaining to sectoral regulators. Coordination Committee of Parties, which is known as a Sajjan Khetan case, the apex court enforced the provisions of Section 3 of the Act. In Sameer Agarwal case, the apex court highlighted that the dual of CCI is open for public at large, and rule of locus standi is no more applicable as the proceedings are in rem. Likewise, establishing the sanctity of the competition regime, the combination regime, the apex court in SDN Swineford and Thomas Cook cases pointed out the efficacy of the provisions of gun jumping and warned market players not to consummate the transactions without giving notice to CCI if the combination falls under notification requirement. Extending the concept of trade and enterprise, it was held by the Honorable Supreme Court in Mizoram Lottery case recently that anti-competitive practices in the areas which are otherwise covered in the domain of res extra commercium can also be examined for violation of the competition law. In order to ensure ease of doing business, the Commission has started green channel filing for the combination cases where there is no horizontal, vertical, or complementary overlap causing appreciable adverse effects on competition, and parties filing under this mechanism will have deemed approval of combinations. And interestingly, the case which we are dealing in the Moot relates to this provision of gun jumping only. I am glad that I am part of this August gathering and confident that the relationship between CCI and HNLU will further blossom and grow by leap and bounds. The door of Commission is always open for students and faculties, as capacity building of academia is always our priority. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. We are grateful for the work CCI is doing, and we are glad to have your presence here today. I'm sure our fellow students would be glad to learn from your esteemed commission. Thank you very much. We now welcome Mr. R. Muralidharan, Patent and Trademark Attorney, Manu Associates. Sir was handling Krishna and Swarashti Associates, Bangalore until recently, and currently he has his own practice through Manu Associates at Bangalore and Chennai. Sir has a bachelor's degree in biology and chemistry and a master's degree in international and constitutional law. He is one of the founding faculty members of the NLSIU Bangalore and is a visiting faculty at Nalsar Hyderabad, IIM Bangalore, NLSIU Bangalore, NLU Jodhpur, and GNLU. He is also a mediator at the Bangalore Mediation Center. May I now request, sir, to please address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Justice, Vice Chancellor, distinguished members sitting in the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I am traveling back in time. 40 years ago, I was a moot courter myself, actually. Okay. And then there were only 2 moot court competitions, and we would hardly have about 10 or 15 days to prepare for the moot court, actually. And very often, colleges will, in the last minute, the participants will pull out, actually. That was the scenario 40 years ago. But today, I know there are about 30 to 40 national moot court competitions. 5 or 6 regional language moot court competition. Virtually, there is a proliferation of moot court competition around the country, and I am very happy for that. Your Vice Chancellor said that he is a very happy man today. I think yours sincerely can be included in that list, actually. Okay, that's number 1. It's not just a moot court. What I feel happy about the law schools is that, in addition to moot court competition, you have mock trials, mediation competition, client counseling competition, parliamentary debates on bill, amendment drafting competition, the type of competitions that are intended to promote legal skills, that is also increasing. You know, like I'm very fond of quoting Mr. Nani Paltiwala. If 100 cases are going to be decided by courts of law, in 90 cases, presence or absence of a lawyer is going to make no difference to the case. Whether a monkey goes or donkey goes, the judge is going to look at the available document and evidence, and the cases will be decided that way. 7 cases are lost because the lawyer who is doing the case is a bad lawyer, not a competent one. Only 3 cases are won because of the lawyer. So the challenge before most of us is whether we are going to be the lawyers doing 7% of the cases or 3% of the cases. And I wish that most of you will come in the category of 3%, and I want the number to, reverse that. Okay, that's it. Actually, I am done with that. And one more nice thing that I find is that there is a researcher, okay. Each team, then when I was a student, there used to be only 2 members. Now there are 3 members. And in many of the colleges, researchers have an independent quiz competition or whatever, actually, that keeps them also engaged and they participate in a very nice way. Actually, what is wonderful is that, alumni playing a very, very important role. That's a very big deal. I see that, that explains the success of this competition, actually. A sense of, it's not just a sense of belonging, I have been there, done that. Now I see you guys doing it. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a nice thing, actually. And I don't want to, exhaust or, overdo my job, and I know that all of you have had a long day, and I look forward to my further visit here and interacting with all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words are truly inspirational for all of us, and we are forever proud of your representation from India in the Philip C. Jessup Moot in USA back in 1979. We now welcome Professor Dr. David Ambrose, former professor and head of Department of Legal Studies at the University of Madras. Sir has more than 2 decades of teaching experience in law, and his areas of specialization include international law, constitutional law, environmental law, human rights law, IPR, etc. Sir is the proud recipient of the prestigious The Hague Doctoral Fellowship awarded by the Hague Academy of International Law, Netherlands in 1993. Sir is also the recipient of several laurels, including the L.C. Miller Medal, the Dr. A.L. Mudaliar Prize in 1988. Sir has judged the final of more than 100 moot court competitions, including the India National Rounds of the Philip C. Jessup, Manfred Lasch, and Stetson International Environmental Law Moot Court Competition. Sir, may I humbly request you to please share your words of wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The paucity of time. Big welcome to all of you. I'm happy to stand here. Let me first congratulate your team for organizing this competition in a grand manner. My association with Moot Court is more than 3 decades old. So I have drafted many Moot Court competitions. I have organized from peon to president, finals I have judged, all these things. So I was an organizer, I was a volunteer, I was a national administrator for Philip C. Jessup Moot Court competition, Stetson Environmental Law Moot Court competitions, applying all the standards, international standards as well as national standards. I can, without any hesitation, I can say this competition is of international standard, and for that I congratulate the entire team, headed by your Vice Chancellor and my good friend Vivekananda. Now, many things can be said about moot court competitions, because for 30 years we have been talking on that. What is necessary for moot court competition? In those days, we had only two moot court competitions. Philip C. Jessup moot court competition, and slowly 1 or 2 moot court competition organized by the HNLU, Bangalore. We used to develop, it helps you to develop your argumentary skills, writing skill, research, footnotes, submissions, etc., etc. All these things we used to say. But now, after witnessing nearly 30 moot court competitions in India, what I can say is, it will give you participating in moot court competition. Normally, we do it, we develop it in observing things that develop the argumentary capacity, research, all these things can be obtained. But what I find today, the outcome of the importance of moot court competition is, it gives the cutting edge, which is ultimately necessary in the 21st century law. So we are talking about India, the American president is afraid of IT, Indian talent. We are proud of having the 128 million people, and 48 to 50% of youth, and our future is rests on your young shoulders. And when in 1995, when we signed the WTO, we were afraid that we are entering the field without knowing the rules. So then today we are the chief negotiators in the WTO. So I'm happy that such competitions will give a cutting edge, and because of the young students who are participating in such competitions and specializing. I know one person was first participated in a refugee law moot court competition. Now she is doing in foreign country statelessness. So this is what the first exposure to a particular subject will make you give you a cutting edge with the other persons. So for that reason, I also congratulate the partners, this competition, the competition commission and is the partners. I don't want to stand between. I am also interested in listening to Dr. Ranveer Singh's speech as well as Honorable Mr. Chief Justice speech. So my only thing is, always I tell to my students who are participating in the moot court competitions, yes, 1 lakh rupees is there. Only one winner will be there. The cup will be given to one person. So there will be one winner. And my assumption or my conclusion or my opinion is that there will not be even one single loser. In a moot court competition, there will be one winner, but there will not be any loser. You will take back wonderful memories of this campus. 38 teams, you will have become, rub your shoulders along with them. New friends, new environment. After the COVID thing, you would have been happy to wander here and there, travel here and there, good friends, and above all, you would have got enriched in what is meant by competition. Competition Commission is not publishing. I think if I'm right, 13 reports have been published. So under 5 categories, they are giving the reports every year. The investigations and also all these things and the opinions and whether the opinions are enforced or not. These are also as given. If I'm right, they are given in the competition commission, and that will help you to enrich the competition jurisprudence. With these few words, I thank all the participants who made this competition a grand success. My advance congratulations to the winners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspirational words and your tremendous contribution to the development of moot court competitions. Your presence here adds a lot of value to our competition. We now welcome Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, Pro-Chancellor at IILM Law School, Gurugram. With over 2 decades of experience as an academician, he carries the aura of a visionary, and he has shown immense commitment and contribution towards changing the legal education landscape of the country. Sir is the former and founder Vice Chancellor of NLU Delhi, as well as Nalsa Hyderabad, and served as a professor of law at NLSIU Bangalore during 1996 to 1997. Sir has presented India's national report on human rights at the United Nations Human Rights Council, Geneva, Switzerland. He has received many prestigious awards, including Professor L.R. Madhav Menon Best Law Teaching Award 2011 and the Alumnus of Distinction at the Golden Jubilee Commemorative Special Convocation of Kurukshetra University 2007 by the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Sir, may I please request you to address this gathering?
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Justice and Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, staff, judges for the finals, dear faculty members, teams, and dear students and friends. Somebody asked me that what should be the mandate of a law school? After some thinking, I said, very simple. And it should be, we should produce a generation of professionals, those who are technically sound, professionally competent, and socially relevant. By technically sound, I mean you have an interface between technology and law. We saw that in COVID. We suddenly overnight, every morning was different. That we had to sift through technology and how difficult was online, everything, except the examination, which we were very happy. We will still like to be like to have online examinations. We found it very easy. Anyway, we will not do it. And then the second is that you should be professionally competent. Professionally competent would mean the art of advocacy, communication, body language, right? Now, this is what is very important, and you will understand that Moot is one activity,
which is very, very central to this activity. Let me share with you that if somebody will ask me that what will give visibility to a law school? Two things. Which two things you think will give me visibility loss? If I start a law school and I want to be known very fast, what should I do? Somebody asked me when I started HNLU Delhi. Faculty? Research. Good faculty, they do research. If you don't do research, nobody knows. HNLU Delhi today is known because of the research HNLU Delhi faculty does. Let's just give you one example. The death penalty clinic 39A. Every week is mentioned in the Supreme Court. And one of the occasions when Sri Rastogi, a student of mine, went to argue in the Supreme Court with a senior lawyer, she was briefing him. Justice U.V. Lalit, the Chief of India, said, "Who are you?" He said, "Sir, I'm so and so, working in the 39A Center at HNLU Delhi. Next time, don't bring the senior. You come and argue this case." So that is the strength of the oratory. So everybody in the Supreme Court would know what the law students are, what the law schools produce. We are proud of you. We are proud of you. So you are at places where you can perform and you can also finish. The choice is entirely yours. If you waste your time, पेड़ के पीछे बैठ के time waste कर सकते हैं. सारा दिन बैठे रहे, bench पे बैठे रहे, कहीं बाहर चले जाए. So this is a place where you need to perform, not perish. This time will not come again. Second person who is important in a law school. Who is the second person? The second thing he said, students. There was a time for a number of years when I was a vice chancellor at HNLU Delhi. You know MPL? You've heard of MPL? You call it MPL, Moot Premier League. For a number of years, HNLU Delhi was at the top of the Moot Premier League. I told my students that if you want to be known, participate in best of Moots, and they did a wonderful job. And that's how HNLU Delhi was known. So Moot Court is one activity which gives you a lot of visibility now, provided you seriously do it. When I was traveling, I thought one question, why Moots? If I ask you a question, why Moots? Moots करने की क्या जरूरत है? Why Moots? I can tell you, I started noting down what kind of qualities it nurtures. I will not give that list to you. Maybe I'll give that list to my dear friend Vivekanand, but I'll share with you some of the important bullet points. It gives you self-confidence. I could see in the competition one girl arguing with great confidence. अगर आप गलत भी करें तो confidence से करें. And even if you don't know the answer, I have a lot of confidence. Even Falkiwala used to do it. If you won't know the answer to something, he'll say, "My lord, I'll argue this on this date." My lawyers are very smart at dealing with stress. When the one team was arguing, I could see the stress on the face of the other team. They were getting pale when it was drawing near that they are going to speak now. So it teaches you dealing with stress. You set your goals. You know how to solve your problems. You learn to manage your time, because every time the girl will get up and so 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So this is very important. Effective listening. You should be a good listener. Effective speaking. You should be audible. You should pause. No, one speaker was speaking with such a fear that it became sometimes very difficult to understand what the speaker was saying. Effective writing.
the memorials we produce. I know my team went to Jessup. First team went to Jessup. We were 9th in the world. Long back, first batch. And the memorial was the best in the world. So ultimately, everybody starts you at that level. Assertiveness. When you make an argument, assert it, even if you are wrong. Have said it with the confidence. Then there are many others, but I would like to leave that. Divergent thinking, convergent thinking, logical reasoning, learning to learn, research, creating trust and relationship. So many teams working together, that trust and relationship. If you don't work as a team, because it's a team game, it's not a solo game. If you work as a team, results will be phenomenal. Same applies to the faculty and students and to all of us in a law school. In NLU Delhi, I can give you my example. We all work with a team. We were a wonderful family and the results are amazing. If you're a fighting family and you don't listen to each other, results are well known to each other. Honest behavior. So these are some of the qualities which are very, very important. I don't want to carry on. I'll speak to you on this sometime later. My congratulations to all the team, those who participated, and to the winners and the others. It's not that the winners are very important to everybody. And thank you for inviting me to space. I always enjoy when I come to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the importance of research in legal academia and the qualities which are necessary for a law student to be successful. Thank you for your valuable words, sir. I feel honored to welcome the chief guest of today's ceremony, Honorable Justice Gautam Bhaduri, sir, the acting Chief Justice of the Chhattisgarh High Court and Chancellor HNLU Raipur. Sir, he is from a family of prominent lawyers, including his father S.K. Bhaduri, sir, and grandfather P. Bhaduri, sir. Practicing since the year 1985, Sir was an advocate in various subordinate courts within the jurisdiction of Chhattisgarh and erstwhile state of Madhya Pradesh. After the formation of the state of Chhattisgarh in the year 2000, Sir served as a government advocate in the Bilaspur High Court, and thereafter he was promoted as the Deputy Advocate General in the Office of Advocate General in the High Court of Chhattisgarh. Sir then continued his private practice. Sir was elevated as the judge of the High Court of Chhattisgarh on 16th of September 2013. With more than 37 years of experience in legal academy, Sir is currently the acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Chhattisgarh. We may humbly request Sir to kindly address the gathering.
I'll come in between the prize ceremony and this you're waiting. Just pardon me for that. Professor V.C. Vivekananda, Vice Chancellor HNLU, Professor Dr. Uday Shankar, Registrar, Dr. Anindya Tiwari, Organizing Secretary, Mr. Bharat Budolia, Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra, Advisor, and R. Muralidharan, Advocate, and David Ambrose, Dr. Ranveer Singh, just was a treat to hear him. All the respected faculty members here, professors, and my dear students. I'll just, while addressing, mix up with English and Hindi curious mixture you may get. And first, all the academicians are here before I start, like a caveat, I file my appeal that if I make any mistake, please pardon me, including all the professors. The speakers prior to me have said so many words, so many things, that what kind of advocate you wanted to be, what kind of a professional you wanted to be. Before that, the one thing that reminds me, as Vice Chancellor, sir, he said so, that because of this post-COVID, people wanted to come, not online. That reminds me of a book that is written by Thomas Fitch. You must have read, all our academician here. That is in defense of human being. That is about this all computer. Your personal presence is something else. That is basically about that subject only. You must have read. I'm reminded of that. As it has been said, Moot Court, what are the development you can do it for you? Because it is told that 38 colleges they have participated and 114 students. That shows the people want to participate in person. As Dr. Ranveer Singh said, that's about your body language, how you take this test, how you cope up with immediate answer. These are the benefits. You have to argue immediately. On the lighter side, it's psychological basically, that the students who have lost, it's not that you are lacking behind. आप पीछे नहीं है. It's a matter of chance. We as a judges, when we sit in the benches, different type of cases we come across. At times it happens that you realize that probably this judgment should have been this like after that you pronounce it. How you narrate, how it is being narrated. This also again goes back to a movie you must have seen that is named Rashomon. You must have seen 1950s. 1950s, that is a movie by famous director Akira Kurosawa, that is Japanese. When one murder takes place, there are 4 witnesses. 4 are eyewitnesses, they say this story. They say the different version comes. Probably one version has struck the judges, like as we decide. That's why they don't feel that you are a loser. You continue a journey, you have come here, you have participated, that is good enough. That courage, that is required. One more example that was given by Mr. Muralidharan, about the losing of the cases. 7%, as the Palkiwala said, 7% because of the advocate, they are not prepared. You can take it lightly on the sense I'll crack a joke, small. It just reminded me of that, just sitting here. एक murder होता है, the accused engages a lawyer, top lawyer, I want the top lawyer, that's all.
first एक lawyer के पास जाता है, he said, I take 50,000 to conduct your case. 50,000, अरे 50,000 में क्या करेगा ये? We'll go to other lawyer. He quoted 5 lakhs. Well, yes, he's a good lawyer. Engages him. Trial goes on. The judgment is his hand. While he was coming out, that lawyer जो चेंज किए थे उनके मुलाकात होती थी. बोले क्या हुआ? बोले मौत की सजा हो गई. बोले यही काम हम 50,000 में करवाते हैं. Then there another type of lawyer that comes. That हैंग करने लेके जा रहे, बोला आप क्या करेंगे? आप अपील करते हैं? अपील करेंगे? डोंट वरी. अपील हुई, अपील में भी सजा हो गई. फिर फोन किए, वकील साहब अपील ये हमको तो सजा हो गई. गो टू सुप्रीम कोर्ट. डोंट वरी. सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी सजा हो गई. वकील साहब डोंट वरी, आई एम हियर. जब उसको फांसी में लेके जाते होते, व्हाट इज योर लास्ट विश? वो पूछता है क्या है लास्ट? तो वकील साहब से बात करना है, क्या करना? चलो मैं हूं ना. अब why do worry? Go to the gallows. This is another type. Meaning there was on the lighter side, whosoever has lost it. I just, when my juniors, when they started, we used to wear a gown in the court. हमने उनको बोला भाई ये हारने को हार यदि गए हो, just do this. Go to the another case. Means don't put it on your head. The only thing is, you have to do the best, what the speakers have said. You have to do the best. You have to put on the best, what is inside you. As Vivekananda, what he said, you know, what is the difference between the ordinary person and the successful person? It is only the concentration. It is only that matters, that concentration. The famous story about the shooting he excels, Vivekananda, he was passing through, and few of the people, it was in USA. They were shooting some excels on the lying on the riverbed, something like that. They were missing, just laughed. He said, hey man, you don't know. Laughing, you know shooting. He shot all the excels. Then they realized, yes, how do you do it? Are you a champion? No. This is only the concentration. I request all the students that whenever you study, concentration, just keep it in mind. Concentration. The old saying is there, Nasti Sankham Samam Jnanam, Nasti Yogam Samam Balam. Meaning there was, यहाँ पे जो सांख्य use किया है, this also you will find it in the Gitas. This is about the self-knowledge. We are not dealing here today. Self-knowledge means who am I? That's a different line that goes. Who am I to answer that? You yourself, you can ask. If you have not done anything, the answer you will get. You can stand in the front of a mirror and you can ask yourself in the context of what you have done. Then again, the Nasti Yogam, here the yoga that denotes to the concentration again. Here the most of the professors who are sitting here, they must have read that the psychologist of Nathaniel Braden, he has said. There are 6 pillars of self-esteem. As Professor Ranveer Singh stated, it's such a nice thing that
he explained in a short say. That's why he said that it's a treat to hear him. In a short, it explained everything. How you have to develop, what you get here. Why the moot court? That you please inculcate, not here just hearing and go back. That is one thing that is up to you. As I said, you can sit पेड़ के पीछे बैठिए आपकी इच्छा. Don't do it, please. It is the best time. You can use it. Then 6 pillars which I come back. One first is living consciously. Living consciously means what you are doing, you must know. आप यदि if you read आप किताब पढ़ते हैं, कोई research करते हैं, and you browse in the internet, you yourself get the answer. This is a self-consciousness. आपको किताब पढ़ने के बाद जो self satisfaction जो आपको वो मिलेगा, आपको जो cool वो मिलेगा, self satisfaction, conscious that what I have done. And if you have wasted 3 घंटा browsing किए, then you get up internet में, up to you. Don't do it. You are the students, you are the future of this country. Please don't do it. Please be self-conscious about that. Living consciously means what you are doing, you must know. Then second point comes then practice acceptance, as Dr. Ranveer Singh also stated, touched upon. You must accept what you are. Don't be under the false illusion. Don't be under the false illusion. It will only, you will get negative, you will get a failure. Meaning thereby, you must know that what is my weakness. You must have that courage to accept that this is my weakness, I must overcome. Uttarakhand, one saint, he said, that's a famous, अपनी सच्चाई स्वीकार करना बहुत बड़ी बात है. If you self-analyze yourself, you will know that what the acceptance means, illusion क्या है, मैं what I am doing, what I can do. Then third comes practice living responsibly. Meaning thereby, people you will find in the society. I'll give some offbeat example. Some drink often. Why do you drink so much? Because of this society so much, because of that, because I am not getting something, because this A, B, C, D. I am a divine person. I am a divine person. But then the society and this problem, because that's why I'm doing it. Please don't do it. This is one of the young people. That's why I just wanted to convey this. Accept living responsibly. Then again, as Professor Ranveer Singh, he said, practice assertiveness. That is also necessary. Means if you are shy, as it was stated that student was in fear, he could not say so much. Why? You have to be assertive. When you go out in the field, this is a college, you are in cocoon if you are in. When you go out in the open field, then you will feel that what the Dr. Ranveer Singh, what he wanted to convey. This is necessary. Have this assertiveness in you. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And I can do it. Everybody has is a different capacity. This is a famous story. One teacher, he has in a tree, one monkey, one fish, then one horse, a guy who will be able, then who will be able to climb first, he's the best. Do you mean to say, can you accept this fact? कि fish तो चढ़ नहीं सकता, बंदर चढ़ गया, he's the best. It can't be. Therefore, that in a way that is assertiveness, I can do it. I am able to do it. Whosoever, you have all have a potency, everybody you have. You are all a special one. Students, you can do it. Then fifth comes living purposefully. Living purposefully, this example comes, and the student, you ask some student, why you are studying this? No, look here, my father, my parents want, that's why I am here. You must know that. What is your purpose of doing it? Whether I want to go to practice, whether I go for a research, whether you must you must know that in your back of your mind. Whatever I get, I'll go there. That is not the correct way. You will get a rider or you'll get a jerk, knee jerk there. Please don't do it. This example you will get it in the Harvard University. The students from all the world, they come. It was of late, it was sometimes seen that some placard, some objection, someone is taking that some Indian students were involved in that. There was a question marks and it was all investigated. So said, what is the purpose? They don't know. That's going something is going wrong. Something I'm under protest placard leke khada hoga. So you must. What I mean to say, you are a student. You have an entire life ahead. You should know that what is my purpose, what I am doing. सब कर रहे हैं, हम भी कर रहे हैं, सब. Please don't do it. Then another comes the final one, the personal integrity. Personal integrity means you should have yourself, faith in yourself. Otherwise, you will, whatever field you go, I can give it in writing, you will fail. I'm not discouraging, I'm just trying to encourage. These are the 6 pillars you follow as a student. Then you will get a total change. In the Institute of Advanced Studies in Princeton, New Jersey, where Einstein, he worked, his small houses there. There also at that time, the Kurt Gödel, the most greatest mathematician, was there. Then John Newman, physicist. They said, "He give me any problem, I know that I will be able to solve if I concentrate on this. Therefore, any problem, whatever that comes to you, aapke paas aata, you will be able to solve it if you concentrate." As another example, which it was said that the monetary part and the academician part, the examples you will get, the Bombay also, the Bollywood, the USA Hollywood. Hollywood, if you go there, the glamour is the main thing. How much glamour you have. At the same time, Wall Street, share market में जाएंगे there, how much up पढ़े हैं, that is not important. How much wealth you have, that is important. Then education, as professors they said, it's a different type. It's a benchmark. Delhi University and the Bangalore and other universities where from they hail. There the benchmark is something else. They will say how much आप the author कितने किए हैं, आप कितना किताब लिखे हैं, whether you are a some research, some associate है क्या, you must know where you want to go. Otherwise, then it will be scattered. यहाँ नहीं मिला, वहाँ चल दिए, उधर चल दिए. That is not going to help you all. Another part, of course, it's a very sensitive whether to touch it or not. But then the students are there. While I was sitting, I saw something. Don't take it odd. Please see a documentary. I just saw while sitting, I just wanted to share. Saw a documentary film that's a social dilemma. Social dilemma is the documentary. उसमें ये है कि how much this social impact, the social Facebook, this how much it has an impact on your life, how it takes away. आप यदि एक पढ़ते हैं, कोई किताब पढ़ रहे हैं, concentration is there, अचानक आपका मोबाइल बजा, पिंग से आवाज आया, उठाया, you just started scrolling. There is nothing, कुछ नहीं है, कोई यूज नहीं है आपके काम की बात ही नहीं है. न्यूज है कुछ, आपका लाइफ कितना हुआ आप देखें, अब देखें क्या, नहीं तो कोई नया कुछ व्हाट्सएप और मैसेज आया क्या. There's nothing to do. Once you distract होते हैं वहां से, to get back to that, it takes 12 minutes. 12 minutes concentration. Therefore, please bear in mind, this is also essential, but one of the part is that don't let it not spoil your future. इसको spoil करने मत दीजिए, क्योंकि जो one वो पढ़ा था मैंने अभी of late. The India is under pandemic of this, facing pandemic of smartphone attention. This was a article, you will get it. So, usme if you focus yourself, that will help you. The another part is another intermittent concentration, which comes in the share market, Wall Street में ये आया. Intermittent ये क्या है? आप स्कूल में, कॉलेज में आपको लेक्चर दे रहे हैं प्रोफेसर, बीच में मोबाइल खोल के देखे थोड़ा सा. What is that? ठीक है, कुछ नहीं फिर बात. And the professor he or she is just breaking her head to convey. आपको पढ़ाने के लिए, for your future, आप लोगों के भले के लिए. प्रोफेसर कुछ बोले या टीचर कुछ बोले, इमीडिएट उसको गूगल में चेक किया, गलत है सही है, अगेन यू गेट फॉर दिस टाइप ऑफ दिस. इसका रीजन ये देखा गया कि जो सोशल एवरीथिंग इज फ्री इन द इंटरनेट, तो दैट इंटरनेट से जो दैट्स गिव्स यू एंटरटेनमेंट, उसका पिक्यूलियर. स्टूडेंट को ये लगता है कि टीचर को भी आई हैव अ राइट फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट पढ़ते वक्त. तो दिस इज अ टिपिकल, दिस प्रॉब्लम इज कमिंग अप. Why should you expect the entertainment from a teacher or professor? He's putting his heart and soul for your betterment. Please respect that. Please respect that. Please do it. This is offbeat. थोड़ा सा बोलना, don't take it otherwise. And this concentration part of it, since the people behave in that fashion, that's why this has come up. ये जो गूगल मॉनिटर, ये जो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, ये जो बोलते हैं ये, what they say, this is the all ये product है, all are free. बोले क्या है तो? Who is product then? You are the product. They say it, you are the product. They should do a social engineering on this. Therefore, know your limitations. और जो प्रोफेसर जो पढ़ाते हैं आपको, आप ये जान के रखिए आपके भले के लिए है. It is not nothing personal. Plain language में if I say, कोई पत्थर तब तक मूर्ति अच्छी नहीं बनती जब तक ठोकर नहीं खाएगी वो. You understand it? That the professor do respect them, and that is the best from life, extreme beautiful life and concentration. I'll not take this. I'm crossing my limit. कंसंट्रेशन का एक और चीज छोटा सा लास्ट में बोल देता हूं. रायपुर में यहीं पे जो रामकृष्ण मिशन में एक स्वामी जी थे, उनका नाम जस्ट आई एम भूल रहा हूं मैं, रूपचंद स्वामी जी. उन्होंने ये कहा था कि भाई शुड यू, उन्होंने पूछा था ये ऐसा होना क्यों चाहिए. बोले बिकॉज यू हैव वन माइंड. दिस वाज एग्जैक्टली सेड बाय विवेकानंद. आपका दिमाग एक है. कारण क्यों? बोले आपके फादर जिस ब्लेड से शेविंग करते हैं उससे आप यदि पेंसिल काटेंगे तो ब्लंट हो जाएगा. बिकॉज you have one mind, please concentrate. And lastly, I'll request the student, न्यूनतम से अभ्यास कीजिए और सरलतम से शुरू कीजिए. मीनिंग देयर बाय आप यदि ये समझे कि मैं कल से 4 बजे उठ के पढ़ना चालू कर दूंगा, मत, you will fail. Start minimum and start it slowly so that you can develop your habit to be the best person, most successful lawyer or a judge or best like his alumni. The success of the dekha chahte, please follow them. All the best and wishing all good success in your life.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable address. It is because of these experiences shared by you which motivates us to put in our best efforts and guide us towards success. Indeed, the 6 pillars of self-esteem, including acceptance of self, assertiveness, self-belief, living purposefully, and the importance of concentration and perseverance, will prepare us for the real-life challenges ahead of us. Thank you so much. We now request the venue and coordination team to clear the podium for the felicitation of dignitaries and distribution of awards. Victoria Principle famously stated, and I quote, "Unless we keep this planet healthy, everything else is for naught," unquote. Bearing in mind the protection of the environment, even in this ceremony, And playing our part in environmental preservation, we would present our honorable guests with saplings instead of bouquets as token of appreciation. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please present our Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Gautam Bhaduri Sir, with a token of appreciation.
Plants. This is what I was too heavy.
May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to please felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh.
Now, I request Honorable Registrar Sir to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Dr. David Ambrose Sir.
Thank you.
May I now invite Honorable Registrar Sir to felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. R. Muralidhar.
May I now invite Dr. Anindya Tiwari Sir to please felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra. Now I request Dr. Anindya Tiwari Sir to please felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Bharat Budolia.
Thank you, sir. As American statesman Colin Powell once said, and I quote, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failures," unquote. Now is the time to reward the months of long preparations, hard work, and constant learning which the teams have put in for the HNMCC 2023.
We now arrive at the moment for which every participant of HNMCC 2023 has been eagerly waiting for. The moment for which months of efforts have been put in. It's time for the declaration of results.
Now, I request Mr. Bharat Budolia to announce the result of the best memorial. I also request all the dignitaries to present the award for the best memorial.
So the award for the best memorial goes to Maharashtra National Law University.
We request HNLU participants to please proceed towards the dais and take the trophy and the certificate.
I also request all the dignitaries to present this award to the winners.
This one. Yeah, that is a video. God bless you.
Now, I request Mr. Ved Prakash Mishra to announce the result of the best speaker.
And the award for best speaker goes to Vinayak Sanjay Bakshi.
We request Mr. Vinayak Sanjay to please proceed towards the dais and take the trophy and certificate.
Hold this one also. Wait. Ticket also. This one also. Yes.
Now, I request Professor Dr. David Ambrose and Mr. R. Muralidharan to jointly announce the result of the best researcher.
Oscar goes to
Marandi, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai.
I request Mr. Ayush Mehandri to please proceed towards the dais and take the trophy and certificate.
Now, I request Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh to announce the result of runners-up.
National Law University, Odisha.
Participants from NLU also to please proceed towards the place and take the trophy and certificate.
Pare, not meant. Please, please. Resolution. You also
And now, I request our Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Gautam Bhaduri sir, to announce the winners of HNMCC 2023.
All cheers for University of Petroleum and Energy Studies. Keep the on the spotlight. Keep it on. And now, hold this up. Very good. Brenda. Take care, Dana.
I request all the winners, including the winning team, the runners-up team, best speaker, best memorial, and best researcher team, to come up on the dais for a group photograph with the honorable dignitaries. The participants from the winner team, please be on the dais, and all the other students
Come here.
in front of the dais.
It's okay. They can still do it.